Hi, Veronica.
Hello. Hi.
Hello.
How are
Hello.
you?
Thank you. How are you?
Thank you so much for having me, first of all. Sorry if
Thank-
my English isn't perfect. I hope you can understand everything.
no
But
problem.
my
Thank you.
pronunciation, especially, isn't the best one. But
No
I'm so
problem.
happy to be here.
I love Italian English, so it's
Okay,
totally fine.
perfect.
Thank you for joining us today in
Thank you for the
Mercedes-Benz Fashion
invitation.
Week Istanbul. You are in Milan right now.
Yeah, I'm in Milan and there is the worst day, like it's raining all the time. So we definitely are in a full season. What about Istanbul? How is
It's
going there?
it's so sunny. It's a beautiful day here in
Wow.
Istanbul.
Wish I
um,
could be there with you.
yeah, let's talk about Turkey then. First of all,
In there, but with the balloons, it's perfect for pictures, I think. So when the pandemic is over, the first thing that I do is to book a trip to Turkey for sure.
yeah, and
Yeah,
it's the best season, you know, this season.
yeah,
You should think about it later after
yeah.
pandemic.
I'm obsessed with Turkey cuisine as well. I'm the biggest fan of baklava. I think it's
Oh,
called. The dessert, I'm the biggest fan, and also Turkey coffee is amazing. Even if I'm Italian, I'm really a big fan of Turkey coffee.
okay. Let us know when you come here.
Absolutely.
We will absolutely have some baklava and Turkish coffee.
Yeah, I can wait.
As a fashion pioneer, I want to ask you about
Hmm.
some questions about the new situation in Turkey and in global
Hmm.
fashion world.
Yeah.
People started to get more doubtful about fast fashion due to the pandemic. So, do
Yeah.
you think it will help designers and upcoming fashion countries such as Turkey to reach a larger audience?
Yeah, I think that, well, people, I think, as you said, for sure, has become more skeptical about fashion. I mean, fast fashion in general after pandemic, because I mainly think that there was too much production and too many collections, and it became not sustainable even for the environment as well, in terms of environment, especially. A lot of brands, a lot of fast fashion brands close their stores, even here in Italy. So it's the result of this pandemic. And I think that in general, people prefer to have less clothes, but better in terms of quality, especially. So even me, I prefer to buy less clothes than before, but to focus more on the quality of them. So I think that even because now more than ever fashion is focused on the digital, I think that it's a very good occasion for upcoming designer as the Turkish one, for example, to become more known and and they have more opportunities to be discovered as well. Because everyone now is very focused on digital more than
Yeah.
ever. So I think that definitely they have more opportunities to be known.
Yeah, you
So
are.
good luck to all of them for sure. I
Yeah,
think they're
and
going very good.
you are a digital creator, so
Yeah.
it's also for you a new challenge to create new and sustainable content, isn't it?
Hmm. Yeah, I think that communication in general after the pandemic completely changed
Yeah.
because you feel you feel closer to the followers.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, all the readers feel that you are one of them, not
Uh-huh.
like before that maybe they saw you, they used to see you as very far away from them. But now we are all the same in the same condition. We are going through this very difficult period of our lives all together. So I think
Yeah.
we are very closer than ever. So it's a very good
Yeah,
moment
for
for
sure.
digital, for
For
sure.
sure. And I need than ever. So
Yeah.
that's a fact. So, as a fashion expert, sitting at the front row is one
Hmm.
of the main topics, isn't it?
Yeah.
For at almost most fashion weeks, and now everyone is kind of sitting at the front row. So, do you
Hmm.
think this digital version, this digital world, makes it more democratic?
Yeah, I think that fashion really need to be more democratic in general. In the last years, it changed a lot. thanks to the digital, because you know, thanks to the growth of the digital in general, and thanks to influencers that started to get invited in this very snob world, which was fashion before. You know, it was exclusive for journalists, and they were very skeptical at the beginning when they saw us coming to the fashion show, etc. So it was already a big change for fashion. And I think that now that the show are mostly digital, it even makes fashion more democratic. And I think that today for brands, one of the key form of engagement in general with audience is storytelling. So it's working and investing in marketing, in digital and everything. So I think that fashion is becoming less and less traditional every year, and more democratic in general. And customers, I think, that are more engaged to the brands now more than ever. So yeah, I think
actually it's more democratic and more global in that sense.
Absolutely.
So do you have a chance to watch previous shows here in Turkey?
Yeah, I think that well, I'm the biggest fan. I wrote down the name of the designer because they're very difficult.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, I'm the biggest fan of Murat Aytulum.
Murat Aytulum.
Yeah, I really love the elegant shapes, very feminine, and the constant use of leather that's used for his clothes. I think that I'm really obsessed with leather. I'm the biggest fan of leather, so he's one of my favorite designer. And then I really love Simay Bulbul. It's correct.
She was right.
Just in the show now. Yeah, so I think he has a really special attention to details and to embroideries, and I really love his creation. So yeah.
Thank you. And let me ask you a personal question. What's your survival snack at Fashion Weeks? Because we always eat and drink and chat during the Fashion Weeks. Even it's digital, I'm always eating something when I'm watching on TV or on YouTube.
Since I work both in fashion and in fitness, I always find a connection between these two things. So I always bring with me a protein bar. So this is my must-have snack. And then I never forget to drink a lot of water. I try to drink at least 3 liters of water per day. So a bottle of water is a must-have, and then a protein bar for sure.
Any guilty pleasures? No?
Guilty pleasure? I really love biscuits. When I see a biscuit, I can't resist. So they must not be on my way because I eat them all.
Thank you very much, Veronica.
Thank you so much. It was a real pleasure for me.
It was a nice chat. Thank you very much, and hope to see you again in Turkey.
I hope to see Turkey as soon as possible.
Thank you. See you. Bye.
See you. Bye-bye.